probably even more depressing is what Washington fans had to watch when they're at Philly this weekend, and apparently Terry McLaurin did not get another foot down.
Yeah.
What
the
fuck?
NFL refs are still garbage.
They were out committing crimes this weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna have to touch on some more of those later because this will not be the last.
What you got for me?
Just what I got for you is like, well, number one, let's go to the question. So before I touch on how garbage these refs are.
Yeah.
All right. So Mike, the question I want to start off is, are the Commanders a sneaky threat to make the playoffs?
I mean, when you look at how they've played, they're super, super, super streaky. And it's just like, I really want to be in on the Commanders. But what they beat the Cardinals, they beat the Broncos, which in 2 points, but then they lost to the Bills by 34. And then only lost to the Eagles by 3. Like, I don't get this team. Like, I don't understand it. Sam Howell went from looking like a 5th round first-year guy in the offense to actually not playing bad this game. But then he played good in the earlier of the year. So it's like, I feel like this is just like the motto of like, or like the slogan for like the Ron Rivera era in Washington. It's just like, you never know what the team is. Like,
we have been saying it's like
no identity.
It's like beating a dead horse. If you had to ask me seriously, are they the most identity-less team? At least the Bears' identity
fraud,
just a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
I think the Commanders don't. They have not had one. Their identity fraud is the identity.
Like, Washington could make the playoffs like strictly only because how weak the NFC is. Like, that's really the only way they make the playoffs. Like, I don't have confidence in this team whenever going into a game. You know what? That's a lie. Thursday night, I have a lot of confidence in the Commanders. They are just like even a way more put together team than Denver. So it's like we barely beat Denver. So
the fact that even
barely
makes sense as a sentence is ridiculous. It should never be the way that it is, but that is true at the moment somehow. Yeah, I'd say, bro, the Commanders are just that's what. So to your point, I'm not even going to say much more on the Commanders other than like, it actually frustrates me how little you can expect. You don't even like. It's like the Commanders' game plan. You never know what you're about to see. Like, oh, we about to see 40 rushes. Oh, we about to see like 40 passes. Oh, maybe we're going to see 30 passes, 30 rushes. No, maybe we're going to see a defense that has 12 sacks. And no, maybe we're going to see a defense that'll have no sacks and no tackles for a loss. Like, it's so maybe they'll have 5 interceptions. Oh, the next week, no, they'll drop 4 of them. Like, the team has just never been consistent in what you're going to get, how they're going to win games. It's just like every time they win a game, it's like, oh, that was interesting.
Yeah. No, the Commanders have also let up a ton of sacks. Well, it depends how you look at it, whether you believe sacks are a quarterback stat or not. But that I think Sam Howell is on. Yeah, he's been sacked 24 times in 4 weeks. So definitely on track to break the single season record for being sacked. That offensive line is getting him killed.
That is atrocious.
But I do want to point this out. Okay. Sam Howell. Where is it? Oh, never mind. He still has not thrown for a 300-yard game. I was looking for that. I wanted to look for that stat for a selfish reason.
He's knocking on the door.
He had 290. He had 299 versus Denver.
He's screaming at the fucking door.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, like, I think Washington is going to be pretty much what everyone expected them to be this year. A little bit better than last year, maybe.
But still identity frauds.
I mean, like, they're identity fraud. I don't know what to say really about the Eagles other than like they look like they're gelling. They're still good. Like, I mean, you saw the pass game open up because the run game. I mean, they had 100 yards on the ground, but Swift was their leading rusher with 56 yards. So, I mean, A.J. Brown had a big day. Devonta Smith had a good day.
Nicholas Morrow with 3 sacks too on the defense.
Yeah. Former Bear, Nicholas Morrow.
Crazy.
But also, like, do they just fucking hate Dallas Goedert now? Like, what the fuck? They don't use him.
That is hilarious. I think, Yeah, and the only thing I really want to say about the Eagles is because again, like there's not really much to touch on with them because nothing's really changed. Going into the year, we actually had them picked as our Super Bowl champion from the
Yeah.
simulation. I'd say we're right on pace.
Yep.
I mean,
4-0.
I think that they're definitely one of the teams that'll be locks to probably show up in the NFC
Bro.
Championship.
I know what's gonna happen. Just like last year, they're gonna blow one to the Giants. I knew they blew it to the Commanders last year. They're gonna blow it to the Giants this year.
Let's write this down. We'll revisit this in the
They're
future.
gonna blow it to the Giants this year.
I can definitely see it. But yeah, it's like, they're going to be a good team. And yeah, exactly. Are they going to be perfect? Probably not. But they're going to keep being a good team and they're going to keep showing up and they're going to keep doing what they do. They dominate trenches. And and that's what's great about the Eagles too, is obviously they showed you now, if you're an Eagles fan, look, if they can, look, everyone thought it was kind of like, oh, they're going to be able to, is only going to be running. Is the pass game struggling?
Yeah.
No, clearly they said, fuck that. We're about to go dominate the pass game. Just show everybody. No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't why. But you get my point. They showed you that they can. And it's good to see if you're an Eagles fan. So
if you can do that when you need to and perform, that is a very good sign for your team.
No, absolutely.